that gradient that I used on such and such would be perfect here. But when those colors in this way, you can go back and look it up. So there are as many different ways to sort out a report like that as there are people. So I just find something that works for you. I've got a little snapping and I haven't really followed what the advice that I have from start to end. I have a section of little tabs in there that have different types of colors, like a green section, a brown section, a purple section, and a metal section. So my intent was anytime I found the tone combination, I'd put it in the blue section. And anytime I needed a good gradient, then I would have a resource to go to. The trick comes when you use more than one color. Like today I'm going to use yellow, pink, and red. So like this section, so that's a downfall of a system like that, and I haven't played yet. Just find a system that works for you, and that'll be a resource that should come in handy in the future. So if this combination works today, I'll find a spot to save it in. And if not, no harm done. We still had fun experimenting. So I'm going to stop here with the red because, like I said, I'm not sure how far out the pink is going to come. I just went darkest pressure at the very end, and then, at the very edges, and then gradually got lighter as we went in. So now I'm going to start on the yellow in the middle, and we're going to kind of work back and forth and find a medium in the middle somewhere. Okay, so this will be yellow. So I just want the center to be yellow, like that's where the sun is coming up behind the little cabin in the woods. So I did it real dark pressure in here and lighter as we go out. And we might go back and forth a few times until we get the right combination. We're experimenting here. The other thing I always do when there's a glass rim is whatever color I'm doing is I don't do any color in this little, she's in this little, the margin, the border. You can see the beginning of the line right here, so I would just continue that all the way around. There's a little bit of a mark here. I won't color between that mark and the outer edge, because the theory is if you're looking through glass, this is the edge and the glass will be thicker here because you're looking through it sideways. I know that doesn't really make sense. I'm not sure how to explain that better, but it always, you're looking straight through the glass here and you're looking sideways through the glass here, so you're looking through the thickness of it, not the, you're looking through the length of it here and through the depth of it here. The best thing I noted for you to do is to look at a real glass. Preferably one that's a thick glass. The thicker the thicker it is, the more you will see the effect. And just look at what the light does behind it. Maybe we'll do an example of it. I have one glass jar here, but it's not very thick, so that won't illustrate what I'm trying to tell you very well. Maybe we'll do that in the future. But it just helps add to the illusion that there is something there that we are looking through. Okay, so now we're going to start the pink, and what I'm going to do is, it's always easiest to find an edge somewhere to start coloring as opposed to just starting a hard line like right here. So what I'm going to do is start by the star, just to get the pencil going, and then I can feather it in really soft here and figure out that gradient. So I'm just going super light right now until we figure out how that combination of yellow and pink is going to work. But I want to make sure I stop here at the edge of the glass that I mentioned. Excuse me. since it's going to continue that color behind the globe and into the red. So we can see we'll do some more work with the red here to blend it together. Let's get all the pink down first. I just realized that star is going to be yellow too, so we'll have to figure out how to make that star stand out against what is already kind of a yellow sky. Maybe we'll have to add more pink there. We'll see. And even where even if the illustrator hasn't made that black line go all the way around, just use your eye to just eyeball it a little bit, and it doesn't have to be perfect because it's probably not a perfect glass globe anyway, and the glass isn't exactly uniform, but just, you know, get it close-ish. Just there to give the illusion. I'm using my little cheat sheet. I started to plan ahead which squares would have some elements of which colors. Because like I said, I want it to be balanced at the end, so the colors are kind of evenly distributed. But I can't get too far till I fill in some of the squares as we go. So I can't do them all. Marker pressure in the background, but not super hard yet, because like I said, I'm still not sure exactly how those colors are going to go together and how much pink and how much red we want. I kind of wanted a little more red, but I mean, I wanted to finish with a little more red, so I don't want to do too much pink right now. Just enough. We'll see. It may evolve. The rest of the squares, the colors are pretty intense, so we'll have to see if this light center part stands out in a bad way, but we'll wait until after we get all of this filled in, because it may help blend the lightness of this, may help camouflage it a little bit. This. I figured out the issue with the viewing angle in the last square, maybe the one before. My hand was majorly in the way and made it tricky to edit, so I apologize. It was not a great viewing experience, but hopefully it will be better going forward. Blend that red in just a little bit more. Not too much. Lightish to medium pressure here till we figure out exactly how this is going to end up. Okay, that's good for right now till we figure out how the rest is going to look. Okay, so green for the trees. Same two greens from before. Hooker's Green 54 is the darker one. And we will use that in the shadows first. Simple gradients on these trees. The camera really close to the pencil today. Hard pressure on the outside just to make it stand out nicely against the yellow. I am not a master at light sources, so there's probably a way to make it look like these trees have a glow on them from the sunrise behind them. But that is a little too detailed for me to want to figure out for this little square. So we're just going to go simple, dark on the outside, light towards the middle. And then the lighter green is Castle Green Deep 57. Okay, there's the green. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do a little blue cottage, just because that's what I want. I'm pulling in some of the colors from the hat up here. And tomorrow's square is going to be the Bluebird of Happiness. I don't know why, but that's what I want, so we'll have lots of blue in tomorrow's square, and probably more of the darker blue. So I'm going with the lighter two shades for here. This is an Arteza Periwinkle number 68. Blueberry number 70, just a little bit of shadow here, variation. Down here because it will be against the snow. Okay, a little bit of brown for the roof. We're going very simple here. I went a little bit more on the outside. This is a 280 again, just for variation. On the bottom right corner. Then for the tree trunks, let's take the dark brown that we used in the gingerbread, the tree trunks. I'll use that on the door too, just for light. We'll do that light, and we'll do these a little darker. Okay, then the Castle Arts number 4 for the window, a little glow of lamp light coming out there. And then for the snow, we're going to be creative because we're going to try not to add any more colors. So this is going to be a Prismacolor 992. We're going to do just some highlights, or lowlights maybe, on the bottom sections of the snow. The reasoning then is the snow is lighter on the top where the light hits it and a little shadowy at the bottom. Very subtle. Might add a little bit of gray. You can also do that with a lighter blue instead of aqua, but I don't have one in this color palette and I don't want to add any more, so I could use the periwinkle from the house, but I want to differentiate a little bit. Besides, the aqua to me makes it seem clean. It's nice and clean, like fresh water. Just a little bit of shadow. This is just a medium gray, cold gray 4 Polychromos, but any medium gray just done lightly will work. That in a little more. That was probably a little much. I do have my little eraser. I went a little heavy-handed there. I forgot how light it was. Okay. Now I've taken off some of what I did. But see, that's why it's always trickier to back up. It's possible, it's just trickier. Okay, so what are we going to do? Okay, so red for the ornaments on the trees, and we'll do the other red, the deep scarlet red 219. And all the same color for ease. And another little gray for the chimney. I tend to do grays just because, you know, they're made out of metal. Either gray or like terracotta. Or bricks, you know. There's not too many colors that I make chimneys. Okay. So now the base I'm going to do in silver. I'll use the same silvers that same grays we have used in the past. 3 Polychromos colors. I was going to show them 2 there. Cold gray 251, cold gray 2, cold gray 4, 253, and Payne's gray 181. Those are the 3 grays we've been using. So, I'll start with the shadow color, the 181. Just give a little bit of shadow under those rims. A little bit more on the edges. Medium color, the cold gray 4, 253, 253, 33. Let's get those wrong. Darker at the edge and along the rim. Fading in towards the middle, so it helps it look a little rounder. And the lightest in the middle, cold gray 2, 231. Oh, I probably need to sharpen it. I'm going to go back and make that all a hair darker. Feels a hair light. Definitely needs a sharpening. more pressure with the 233. Just to darken it up a hair. Okay, then the same color, but not quite as far in on this, because the idea is the lips are exposed to more light, so they won't be as dark. So we might have to go back in here and darken that. It's a little bit more heavy pressure. We might have to come in with the Payne's Gray 181 too, just to give even more of a separation. But it's the lightest. A little bit darker here. Get right next to the black. There we go. Okay, so how do we feel about the gradient now? I think because our pink sweater is so close, I want that gradient to have more red in it, the background, so I'm going to color harder with the red now. Remember we said we were going to come back in for this. Check this out later. It's later. So I'm just going to darken it up as it gets, but still, you know, feather it in. You don't want it super dark in the middle. So we want that as gradual as possible. Pretty heavy around the outside. This will make it look like there's a little bit of a glow around the globe itself, so that's not necessarily bad. Kind of cool. That way we don't necessarily get an overdose of pink. We're going to have more pink in some of the other squares before too long, so didn't want a ton, and there's a bunch right here. Time to sharpen this one too. Do that before the next square. Okay, how does that look? It's not too bad. It kind of looks glowy. I kind of like it. Not what I intended at the beginning, but I will take it. Even that out just a hair down here. couple of pencil marks I see over here. I'm going to sharpen this before I try to get in that corner there, because that, and down here. Yeah, I'm afraid it's awfully tight there, so I don't want to ruin it. Okay, so then for the stars and the little square, the little circles in the bottom, let's do those the same yellows. We've been yellow and the other red. This will be the Deep Scarlet Red 219. And then the stars, I'll just do that bright yellow. Cadmium Yellow Light 4. It's a Castle Arts pencil, the same one we did in here. Okay, and then what for the squares? I mean the circles. We'll do those yellow too. You have yellow here and yellow there. Let's do them blue, just because I don't want too many yellow circles. And this is the lightest periwinkle blue from the house. So it ties together. Maybe we'll do the number yellow. We don't have any yellow numbers on any of the other squares yet, so. We're going to do about this star. We're going to try it, the yellow, but I'm not sure. Let's see. I think that works. So then one thing I'm going to do is use this is the, I want eggshell. We'll use this Naples Yellow Light Castle pencil that we used in up in here, just to blend this yellow and pink together a little bit. They were a little grainy since I did it so light, but I don't really want to add any more color, and this will kind of just give even the pink a little bit more of a glow. Just kind of help smooth all that out a little bit without using a whole blender pencil or anything like that. I think it will work just fine. And a little bit of the Uniball Signo on the snowballs in here. I'm going to decide if I want to cover up that white line. I think I don't, just because when I overdo it with the white, it kind of messes it up for me. So I'm going to leave it the way it is because I like it. And there we have day 9. Thanks for joining me. I'll leave the link to the playlist up in the corner, and I will see you tomorrow with day number 10. Thanks everyone. Bye.